What's up, everybody? Vic here from the Savage Oblivion, back with episode 3 of Call of Juarez, Gunslinger. Now, apologies for the abrupt end to the last video. I had intended to break the video there into 2 parts because I had gone way over on recording for that video. And apparently, after I had broken it and then stopped and started the recording again, something happened with the sound and it got completely borking out, so I had to scrap a little over half an hour of footage that I had ended up with because of reasons. Basically, it had no game sound whatsoever. It was basically a silent movie with me talking over it, and I just didn't feel that that would have been, entertaining to watch for however long it would have happened for. So I scrapped it. I backed up a little bit. I had to go through the first level again and a lot of the second level because there is no level select option in this game. So if you stop playing, you just have to, for a reason like that, you just have to start the whole game over again. So I've done a sound test again. I reset my computer and everything. Hopefully this time everything's going to go through without a hitch. So here's hoping. I'm going to skip through a little bit after this little section here because I have actually found one of the secrets that I missed in this level, because one of the things that's happened because I had to replay that first level so much is I have a lot more upgrades unlocked than I did at the time when I first came through here. So I've gone ahead. I think I already had the longer combo for the concentration unlocked. I went ahead and got that again. And the next one I had gotten was under Ranger, this truth seeking that's going to help me find the nuggets of truth in each level, because I really want to see the rest of those because I'm really liking the information in them. I may have to go through in the next little bit and figure out where each ones that I had already found was, because there are a couple that I found in the next level and those don't get reset either. So we'll see what happens there. For now, let's go ahead and grab this nugget of truth, horse theft apparently, and see what it says. Where's my, okay, I'll have to do it this way. That's truth. Got 3 out of 4 here. Horse theft, here we go. Before the automobile, the horse was the primary means of transport in the Old West, and having one often meant the difference between life and death for settlers living in the mountains on the endless prairies of the western United States. Without a horse, there was no way to work the land or herd cattle, or get to the mine or fetch a town doctor in time to save whoever had fallen ill or been injured. In fact, without a horse, it was mighty hard to survive at all. No wonder that horse thieves were treated as the scum of the earth and were usually lynched without a trial. A gallows was a common sight in the Wild West, and many men met their demise at the end of a rope because they stole an animal that didn't belong to them. Alright, I'm going to keep going through this level, hopefully find the other nugget of truth that I'm missing, and I will catch up with you guys then. See you in a minute. Alright, well, if this street looks familiar, everybody, this is the main street we fought down towards the end of the last episode, and apparently I discovered, completely by accident, that apparently the door to this telegraph office will open, and sitting over here is our final nugget of truth for the level, so let's take a look. Old West Lawmen. The Wild West was often a lawless place, but with the influx of farmers, ranchers, miners, storekeeps, and the civilization that came along with them, more and more appeals for law and order could be heard. There was a need for lawmen, and so sheriffs were elected, deputy U.S. marshals were appointed, and Texas Rangers were hired to keep the peace. There were many heroic figures in the ranks of law enforcement. Some of the best known were Wild Bill Hickok, Pat Garrett, Wyatt Earp, Seth Bullock, and Bat Masterson, but not all of them had such spotless reputations. Many of them work both sides of the law, going from outlaw to lawman and from sheriff back to bandit, like Henry Plummer, secretly commanding the 100-man gang known as the Innocents. Then there was the brutal Bob Ollinger and the corrupt Johnny Behan, who supported the nefarious outlaw gang known as the Cowboys. The Dalton brothers famously abandoned their tin stars to pursue more lucrative careers as bank robbers. That proved to be a poor idea, as most of those brothers ended up dead in the dusty main street of Coffeyville canvassed after they made the poor decision to rob 2 banks at the same time. Alright. So that was the last one we needed for this level. And since we're so close to the end of it, I'm just going to go ahead and run through it. And we're still going to keep recording. It was funny, after I finished playing through the first level for the 3rd time today, the game was like, this seems like it was too easy for you. Would you like to upgrade to hard difficulty? And I was like, no, I'm cool. I might, if it offers it at the end of this level. It probably won't, though, because in the time I spent searching for that last nugget of truth, there's a ladder that you can see over there that goes up to the top of that hotel. I kind of want to see where it goes, but I have fallen off of that roof twice trying to get up there. And you are pissing me off. You know what? We're going to have a talk. Come here. Come here. We're going to have a conversation. There you go.
Let's do this. What are you, yellow?
Well, you know what? Let's try this again. If it goes badly, I'll cut this section. And for fuck's sake. That was time number 3. Although I just held up 2 fingers. I don't know why. It's not like you could see it anyway. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'll get up there this time and I'll see what's up there, and if it's anything interesting I'll show it to you. If not, we're gonna skip to the fight with Bob Ollinger. Alright, here we are again, and this time I've taken the liberty of clearing the street before trying to get up here. So let's see. Aha! Shooting position. Looks like these are just alternate, or, huh, I didn't expect it to be that open, but it looks like there's nothing important up there. So it's on to the gunfight.
Finally, I found what I was looking for.
Pardon me.
The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
He did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. Dispatched him right after he shot Deputy
Yeah, a
Bell.
little bit of water, sorry.
Sir.
Get rid of that cough.
Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out.
Come on then,
Hello,
Bob.
Bob. I said, I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball.
Now, this is where these gunfights start
He
getting a little
intended to kill me,
complicated,
and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
because I can adjust my hand for draw speed while focusing.
I
Right in
killed
the
him
throat.
in a fair fight.
Now, I didn't shoot myself in the
saw I
foot
had
that
no
time.
damn choice.
Hey, I'm getting better.
Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
All right. Accuracy is getting much better now. Starting to get a little bit more practice. Well, we're only at 9:45, so let's go ahead and get into the next level right off the bat. And of course, it doesn't offer to increase my difficulty because
So
I
where'd you
died
go
3
after
times on a
Lincoln?
ladder. The same
Mexico.
ladder.
Well, till I realized nobody was looking for me.
Pour
I
myself
ended up
something to
taking a
drink.
job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in
A
CoJ's
little bit of
County?
limeade.
Curly
Good
Bill
stuff.
Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
Oh, the
They must have
Clint.
paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Revenge? It's probably revenge. It's usually revenge. Led by Old Man Clanton. Now this level gets a little hairy. This was one of the levels.
So was the
oh,
bastard
this
you were
was-
after now riding
No,
with the
I played through-
cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for Old Man Clanton.
Where's he going?
Now, what was I saying? Oh, I played through this level and a little bit of the next one in the
I came upon them
the
robbing a
scrap
stagecoach,
session,
which
as it
wasn't
were.
surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there! There! ¿Quién carajo es ese hombre?
Off
I
with
did
your
my
head,
best to
off
help
with your
those poor
head,
passengers.
your head.
Had enough!
Whoop, there's one left.
Moments later, the attackers
I
were
love
dead.
that action
I
on
checked the
the
stagecoach to
rifle.
see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits.
Probably
Was
be a
that
good
all
thing
of
to
them?
wonder.
Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
Oops, screwed that up.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did
Damn
I
it.
say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I
People
was in a
don't listen.
pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Son of a bitch! I'm done with you!
See, at the time, I was still pretty
Ooh, what a
green,
streak.
but often blunder into regrettable situations. But I
Oh,
just
couldn't
kept
get runner
shooting
running.
at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Get a moving target!
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo.
Oh,
Another
my ammo
perfect
count.
example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less
This is
impressive
bad.
without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
I am in some shit.
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Oh god! Aha!
Stand and fight, you coward!
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me.
Keep running.
Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept
try
running
and
like there was no tomorrow.
Sweep to see if I missed
Because there
anything in this
wouldn't
cave
be
the
if
first time
Clanton and his
through.
men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought,
Oh, God.
what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
That's a good question.
You're done.
Why could I have no backup? Backup would have
I
been
just
awesome.
kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
Where the hell am I going?
No one will ever fight you here.
And that's when something miraculous happened.
Hey!
Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Pat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Alright. Now we got some breathing room. Oh, and an upgrade. And I just turned my volume down. There we go. Let's see. Last thing I upgraded was in Ranger, so we'll go back to Gunslinger. You know. Yeah. Since my revolvers are my go-to. Was this a cave opening over here? Nope. Oh, and also I found out the hard way the first time through. You can't swim, so don't go in that water. You will die. That was an adventurous discovery.
And imagine my
So was
surprise
this.
when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of
you
good
guys are
fortune evened
fucked.
the odds and bolstered my confidence.
Or not. Okay. I don't know what happened. Let's try that again. 50% more feeling. I upgrade again. And
That
move on.
stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables.
Don't
Time for
run.
the prey to become the predator.
Don't run.
Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's
Fucking right.
I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Ooh, I see a nugget up there. How can I get to that? First, y'all are in my way.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Looks like I gotta loop around back the other way. Maybe through here? Yes. Alright, so the rest of this video is gonna be... How many are in this level? 3. I have none. Well, this is one of them. Ooh, Doc Holliday, nice. John Henry Holliday, better known as Doc due to his degree in dentistry, was born on August 14th, 1851, and died of tuberculosis on November 8th, 1887. He is best remembered as Wyatt Earp's friend. Famous sheriff wrote about Holliday in an 1896 article saying, Doc was a dentist, not a lawman or an assassin, whom necessity had made a gambler, a gentleman whom disease had made a frontier vagabond, a philosopher whom life had made a caustic wit, a long, lean, ash-blond fellow nearly dead with consumption, and at the same time the most skillful gambler and the nerviest, speediest, deadliest man with a six-gun that I ever knew. Doc Holliday fought in the famous gunfight at the OK Corral at Wyatt's side. He received a flesh wound and in return filled Tom and Frank McLaury full of lead, killing at least the former of the two. No one ever expected that Holiday would die in bed with his boots off, least of all him. The tuberculosis that ravaged his body for most of his days finally took his life. On his deathbed, he asked his nurse for whiskey. When she refused him, he looked down at his bootless feet and uttered his last words. Damn, this is funny. I think I've mentioned, I can't remember if it was in the scrapped video or not, but seeing the actual OK Corral, that was something that was just incredible. Let's see. Fourth enemy bullet shot from a short weapon will bounce off you? I guess I should have looked at this at some point. Let's go ahead and buy that. That might make things a little easier. I don't think I'll ever be buying that, but I'll start working my way around the bottom half. So, let's move on. Let's see. Anything else in here? Can't get back up there, so anything else I missed before this point is moot. And I can't jump back up there, so I gotta go back around the pond. Actually, looking at the time, we're at about the 21.5-minute mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video here. I will catch you guys next time for episode 4 of Let's Play Call of Juarez Gunslinger. I'm Vic. Catch you then. Peace.